Hello, LIBA301 Capstone Prep Seminar students. As I promised, I am recording a second video to start this first week of classes to kind of go over the syllabus a little bit. And what I'm essentially going to do is read some of this to you, kind of highlight areas that I believe are going to be important that you should know right up front. But I am encouraging you and strongly recommending that you read through the entire syllabus in detail so that there are no kind of questions left unanswered. So when you read through the syllabus after reviewing this video, after you read through it, if something still isn't clear, please reach out to me very, very early in the course to ask, because I believe that if I can get questions answered that students bring to me about the course structure, about the requirements, about anything in the syllabus early on, then your chances of success are much better with this class. So with that, I'm going to dive right into this here. So this is the course syllabus. You can see we're in the course information is all up here. The course term, semester, and the year are listed here as well. The fact that this is an online course, it's an 8-week course. This particular course runs for 8 weeks of the semester, so you can see that is here. It's a fully online course. There are only limited synchronous, meaning when we will meet at the same time, online meetings. So there won't be any lectures that we set a certain time and that you have to come in and meet at that particular time. However, there are, as I mentioned in the first video I recorded, a couple instances where you will have to meet with me. The first one, individual, around the midterm time, which is 4 weeks into the semester. And then the second one, that'll be individual between one student and me, and that's to kind of go over your writing, kind of where you are with the content, and to talk about your service project for the course as well. The final week of classes, in the last couple, 2 or 3 days of the course, we will meet together then to go over your service project. You will bring up your presentation and we'll go over that. If you're working on the service project individually, you'll meet with me individually. If you're working with someone else, you'll meet with me as a group. So it'll be you and the other student or students and me meet together as a group for the second meeting. So those are the only 2 required synchronous meetings. Everything else is asynchronous, meaning that I present information to you, you read through it, you listen to the lectures, you engage with the material, and then you complete required assignments for the week. I am very active in my online courses, and typically the way that I communicate with students in online courses is through email. However, I do have a phone number here that you can get in touch with me as well. So you can email me, you can text me or call me. We can meet online through Canvas, through Google Meet and Canvas, or I have physical office hours as well on campus. In Academic Hall Room 221. So there are various ways for us to keep in communication with one another. Okay, so I just want to put that out there, and I'll move down through here. So again, I'm going to read a few things to you, not the entire syllabus, but I think it's really important to understand the fundamentals of the course. And to begin with that, we'll start with the catalog description. The purpose of this class is to review and strengthen skills in critical reading, the conventions of academic writing, and the formulation of a research question for juniors as they prepare for the senior capstone experience. Additionally, students will examine the Mercy values and the context of their discipline and formulate connections between their education and their vocation. So the work that we do in preparation for this class, everything that you do for this class, will support the catalog description, the overall catalog description. Okay. There are no weather delays. This is fully online class, so there may be times when students are falling behind because of weather, and if there are power outages and things like that, and that is all taken into consideration on a case-by-case basis, unless our region is blanketed by an ice storm and we're out of power for a week or something like that. it's usually on an individual case-by-case basis that I make concessions for weather-related issues as they arise. Okay. Prerequisites for the course are LIBA 150 and a minimum of 36 credits earned. Typically, this course is to be taken in the student's junior year. The course objectives are to familiarize you with the capstone rubric, to strengthen argumentative writing skills, to review and strengthen information literacy and research skills, to prepare you for the formulation of a research question and the development and defense of a thesis, to familiarize you with the discipline-specific style requirements, that is APA, MLA, Chicago, to encourage you to consider your vocation in the context of mercy values and service. Okay. Student learning outcomes. Upon completion of the course, students will be able to write short argumentative essays by investigating a topic, collecting and evaluating evidence, and establishing a position. Distinguish between scholarly and popular sources and evaluate the strength of sources for the purpose of research and writing. Identify a topic and formulate a research question. Use the appropriate discipline-specific style for academic writing. Identify the 4 mercy values and discuss the role of those values in the context of one's discipline and vocation. The required textbook for this is a new textbook published by one of the Mount part-time adjunct faculty members, Jennifer Gamuka. And the textbook is titled, Wait, How Many Pages? The Bedrock for Conquering Capstone. This text will be used throughout the course, as I mentioned in the first video that I posted, so I'm not going to go into that any more detail, but this is the information and where you'll find the information about the textbook, including the ISBN number for it as well. Okay. So this is what you'll be graded on. There are 5 different areas here. You have writing assignment 1, which is worth 14% of your grade, writing assignment 2, which is worth 14% of your grade, writing assignment 3, which is worth 17% of your grade, and a service project, which is worth 17% of your grade. Those make up the majority of your grade. There are other assignments and discussions which are graded and do count toward the overall grade of the course. So if you miss discussion posts, you get docked grades. They are graded assignments. The total for discussions and another assignment that is in there, they total 60 points or 38% of your overall grade. Okay. The writing assignments are 2 to 4 pages in length, and they will be in response to one of the prompts that are given to you for the particular writing assignment. Okay. So faculty conferences, I mentioned those already. There will be 2. We'll meet 2 times during the semester, at the midpoint individually with students, and then in the last week will be either individually if you're working on a service project on your own, or in a group if you're working on your service project in a group. The service project information is here. I will tell you that the service project does, as I mentioned a minute ago, make up 17% of your grade, so it is a big component of your grade, and it is a requirement that you participate in this and complete the requirements of the service project. But I really am going to kind of guide you to think about the service project a bit differently than maybe service work or service hours that you've had to do in the past. So as we get closer into that week 3 time frame, I have a lecture that I recorded that goes over a little bit of detail about the service project, a way you can think of it a bit differently for this course than possibly previous service projects or service work that you've done in the past. These weekly discussions, other assignments, there are, as I mentioned, are weekly discussions and assignments, and they are graded, and they make up 38% of your final grade. This is the grading scale here. In order to achieve an A, you know what you need to do. At 93% or higher to 100, A minus 90 to 92. So just follow this grading scale. So if you see that you get if you get a percentage of an 81% on a paper, that you'll know what letter grade that equates to. This is the assignment and course schedule here. This is just a breakdown of the weeks, and this is the most important thing right here. This is the readings. This see course summary below for details I'm going to get into here in a second. I'm going to jump right down here. This is what I'm making reference to there. These are the details of when things are due and that stuff. So that is what this column is making reference to when it says the see course summary below for the DDF. You can see chapter 2 up through pages 19. Course summary below for details on what we're going to be doing that particular week. Okay. Now, again, this is all in the course modules, the main area. So if you follow through with those modules, you'll be able to see what it is due. If there's a discussion due, it'll give you a snapshot picture of that and show you. Let me just jump back here real quick, so I can actually show you. So for week 1 here, you'll be able to see week 1 discussion is due. Here, your student introduction and the date that it's due. Week 1 discussion and the date that the discussion is due. Okay. So back here to the syllabus. The schedule is there, so look through that, make sure you understand it. I'm not going to read through all this stuff to you, but there's information on technology and communication assistance. If you're having issues related to Canvas, technical stuff would get directed at this. You can send stuff to this email. If it's Canvas technical issues, you can send the email to this canvas@mtally.edu. If it is more of a technology, in other words, a hardware, a software issue, some issue with your phone not being able to connect, something like that, that's the stuff that the help desk at mountalloy.edu or 886-6502 can help with here. Okay. College academic integrity statement. Don't cheat, don't plagiarize. Those things can cause you to fail an assignment up through failing the entire course. Here's some information about an accommodation statement. Although this is an online class, I will still approve accommodations when they are handed down to me and recommended by the Director of Counseling and Disability Services. So if someone's struggling with something, you have a recognized limitation, then you need an accommodation, you go through the proper channels. This is the information on how you do that here. Supplemental bibliography is here. I will make reference back to this on occasion. So I may say to you, hey, visit the Mercy International Association site. You can get that information in the supplemental bibliography, and then you come here and you see, oh, there it is right there. There it is where I have to go. Okay, so again, this is here for you. I will make reference back to this on occasion. Okay, and then there's the course summary, and that is it. Okay, so I'm finished here for now, but please make sure that you read through this syllabus in detail, and that you question me on things that are not clear to you about anything about the content of the course up to this point in the first week. Anything about due dates. If you notice an error in anything, I do make errors, so please let me know, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to fix them. Okay. So again, welcome to the course. I'm very much looking forward to working with you over these 8 weeks. I hope you have a great start to the semester, and I'll be seeing you around. Take care. Bye-bye.